Game show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the last game for Atlanta, it was a win against Los Angeles. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season and taking away some of those back-to-back games. But it's like bowling, Ernie. I'm a good bowler. Like, you're using your right arm a lot. And sometimes you need to rest it. You can't just start bowling with your left. So, for me, I bowled a perfect game twice in my life. I'm only using right hand. You need that rest.
That was the worst analogy I ever heard in my life.
No, yeah, I think so, too. How good a bowler are you, Kenny?
I'm probably like a 190 bowler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, consistent.
I don't buy that either.
Me either.
Okay. Are you a good bowler, Shaq?
Yep, good serial bowler.
Oh!
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Last game for the Hawks, they picked up the W against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And that was at post ball. They pulled it out with a win and just 2 points at that. But it wasn't easy.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. T got there is Speedy, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Silk, covered by Cephalosha. The monster passes to Doc. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. George with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw rolls can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
On defense for Hawks. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 18 feet out. Shot's good.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time, and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Thank you very much, Doris. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
Okay, and it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
Yeah, and he made that point very clearly and emphatically to Doris and his players. I think we're going to see an intense defensive performance today.
Free throw, good. T. Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out in the game and slowing down for him.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
And he's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
Here is Doc. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And George kicks to Gobert. Atlanta with the rebound.
And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his balance, he can get in there and grab a few more. That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Here's the monster by Cephalosha. The monster passes to George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Horford. Cephalosha with it. He averages about 5 points a game. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Cephalosha dishes to Horford. Passes to Speedy. 3-pointer. And he gets it to go. Speedy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here is Doc. And here's George. And that one's good. George has got 7 points.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
They set the pick. Inside, Cephalosha kicks to Horford. Buries it down low. Horford's got his first points of the game.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The monster passes to George. Here's Silk. There's the pass to Doc. To the wing on the left. Shoots. Horford with the rebound. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Speedy. Wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. He's got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Utah trailing here. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
Greg, they were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Here's Cephalosha following the 3-pointer by Utah. And it's sent back by George. This is it to Doc. Here's the monster. The 15-footer. Second shot opportunity. Silk passes to George. Pulls up from the corner. Nice jump shot. Good. The Hawks trail by 3. T kicks to Horford. There's the feed to Cephalosha. The pass to Speedy. Picked by Horford. Here's Clement. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Teague with a clean look. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Don. Dishes it to George. Here's the monster. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Teague drives in. Rebound, Utah.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
The monster passes to Don. Pass to Gobert. Here's the monster. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. Here's Top. And it doesn't even draw iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Miles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Hood comes in for Thunder. And Max subbed in for Doc. Then for the Hawks, Scotty's checked in for Millsap. Korver comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Hardaway's checked in for Atlanta. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Mack. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Miles passes to Hood. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the monster. No good off the back of the rim.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Miles no good. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Pass to Silk. To the inside. Here's Mack. There's the pass to the monster. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And there's Korver on the assist from Hardaway. And now a 4-point Hawks lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Hawks?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Another miss by Utah. The Hawks leading by 4. On the wing, Korver kicks to Schroeder. Kick by Horford. Outside Hardaway. Back to Horford. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Here's the monster. Silk. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Horford. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's the monster. He's guarded by Schroeder. And that one's good. He's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Schroeder kicks to Horford. To the right side. Here's Schroeder on target from 13 feet. And the Hawks lead by 5.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open. And Dennis Schroeder has drawn some comparison to Rajon Rondo. Long arms, very quick and athletic. He's awfully tough to keep in front of you, but he's also a guy that can knock down a mid-range jump shot.
Utah calls timeout. This Dennis Schroeder, in a lot of ways, like a Greg Anthony, very quick, very smart on the floor, but he's a young player, and he says, Clark, that he watched a lot of tape of Tony Parker to see how he got to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a great blueprint, especially when you consider the Hawks run a very similar system to the Spurs.
Utah trails by 5. Pass to Silk. Here's Lyles, defended by Scott. Passes it to the monster. Takes the 13-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Atlanta leading by 3. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
Here's Matt. The monster passes to Lyles. Here's the monster. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 1-point Atlanta lead.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's the screen. Now the dish to Schroeder. Picked by Horford. Shot off the screen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Feeds it to Matt. Here's Silk, guarded by Korver. Silk passes to the monster. Step back shot. Moves back up. And that misses. That would have put him up.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Off the screen. Horford no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's the monster. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen. He was averaging over 29 points a game. And stolen by Scott. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Schroeder. Here's Scott. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Here's the monster. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Seconds left in the first. Offensive rebound to the wing right side. but it's offline. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
Our attitude approaching the game has been, we can beat any team in this league. If we work together and, put everything into play, we'll be all right. And that's the kind of attitude we've been having. That's the attitude we have to keep.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases, or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a way.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Put out there with Thunder. And there's Doc. And there's the monster. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Millsap a screen. Here's Speedy. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Here's the monster. And stolen by Scott. Here's Teague. With the second effort, he takes it up and lays it in. 11 points for Speedy.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from George. Outside Korver. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Millsap. The pass to Speedy. 5 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Speedy's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta. Here's the monster. Teague covering. Gobert the pass to the monster. Here is Doc with the shot. And again it's Utah. Now here's Teague. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's the monster. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Hawks leading by 6. Outside Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Jumper off the screen. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The Hawks making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's the monster. Pass to Doc. Hood dishes to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. George has got 11 points. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Teague, the pass to Speedy. Millsap a screen. Clement. A three-pointer, no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And he gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here's Millsap. 22 points in the win against the Clippers.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Utah with the ball, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Here's the monster, and he hits it to tie the game up. Lamonce's got 4 this quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, Barney.
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Pass it to Millsap. Here's the monster. He's got 8. Good. Gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Atlanta with the ball. After the basket by Utah. That's good. Millsap's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Gobert, the screen. Passes it to Dodd. Here's the monster. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen, and he's averaging over 29 points a game. To the paint. Gobert, the screen. Nice ball movement by Utah, and it's George finishing it off.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Coach?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Millsap a screen. Here's Speedy. 13 points in the game. Down low. Stolen by George. He's got a clear path. Ahead. Goes up. Drifts down. The breakaway slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Max checked in for the monster. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Horford's checked in. The Hawks trail by 4. T kicks to Horford. Excellent D there from George. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
Off target from the wing. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. A nice shot by Teague.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense. Horford was really called in all aspects of the Hawks last season. I mean, a major call. Just a consistent presence inside with his 15 points and 7 boards a game.
Here's Hood. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Cephalosha. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Utah shooting 47%, pretty solid.
And for Horford last year, the numbers were down a bit, but that wasn't due to his play. I think the Hawks were just a more balanced team, and he could obviously put up bigger numbers if he wanted to, but by playing within the system, I think it allowed Atlanta to reach its true potential over the course of the regular season.
Bucket 2. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 5 points now this quarter. The Hawks trail by 3. Outside T. Horford sets a screen for T. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Teague's got 10 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Matt. Teague covering. Hood dishes to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock, and Matt gets to George. Poked away. Now Teague. He's got 10. Right side Millsap. From the high post. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Millsap's got his second basket of the night.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Utah calls timeout.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Different look for Utah. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Silks subbed in for George. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Speedy, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Now, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting, unlike San Antonio. Horford and Millsap a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys.
Millsap a screen. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Pocket 6. Back to Millsap. Another miss by Millsap.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Silk passes to Matt. Here's Silk, guarded by Horford. Here's Wiles. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Silk. And it's sent back by Horford. Hardaway with it. At the elbow, Horford. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. He kicks it to Horford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Last season we saw Al Horford rounding back into form. Good to see that after what has been his second season-ending pectoral muscle tear back in late 2013.
Exactly. I mean, the Hawks just had to bide their time while their best player was out. You saw once he returned, though, he makes a big difference for him.
And for me, Horford, one of the most unappreciated stars in the league. When he's healthy, he's every bit the franchise player because he really has no weakness. He does pretty much everything well on the floor.
And the Hawks making a change here. Korver's checked in. That one misses.
And Horford, I mean, this guy does it all on the floor. But for me, his leadership, that's one of those real intangibles. And he's unselfish, all about his teammates and completely focused on winning. So when your best player has that commitment, it has to rub off on the other players.
Now here's Schroeder. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And that one's good. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's Lucky's number 7 already in this game.
Here's Wiles. The pass to Doc. Here's Silk. Millsap covering. And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Silk. The Hawks trailing. 1:09 left now here in the second. And here's Schroeder. To the middle. Releases. Millsap misses. Utah's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Mack kicks to Hood. Here's Silk. Offline with his three.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
You're no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right there. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now here's Schroeder. Horford up top. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hardaway. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Clock is at 3. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. For Atlanta, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. The first one falls. Hardaway hits them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Here's Mack. The feed to Hood. He gets it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first. Half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Hawks ahead, up by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times the momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Some fantastic numbers for Speedy. 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. FCU's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap, the power forward, with Horford at the center. Speedy out there with Teague, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3-side. Here's the monster. Here's Gobert. It comes, and the foul. on Jeff Teague.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Utah shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And he lobs it up towards the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Clement hangs home the trifecta. Speedy's got 16.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the monster. Rebound by the Hawks. Speedy's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Cephalosha dishes to T. It's deflected. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. To the inside. It's intercepted. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Tries to save it. Here's Horford. And it's sent back by George.
That's one for their first four to start the second half. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The Hawks again can't hit. Utah leading. Here's the monster. He's got 10. Teague on the double team. Here's Gobert. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
To the left wing. Millsap a screen. To the middle. Dishes it to Cephalosha. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Here is Doc after the basket by Atlanta. They set the pick. Gobert the screen. Here's the monster. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Mike Scott's checked in for Paul Millsap. Here's Scott. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Mike Scott, a former second-round draft pick who has carved out a role here in the NBA the last 2 seasons, Clark. He was a major contributor off the bench.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tweener, you know, not big enough to maintain position down low on a consistent basis and not quick enough to really be a 3-man or small forward. But what he can do is get to the basket, rebound okay, and knock down the deep shot.
And Teague, here we go. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense.
That free throw missing.
You look at what Teague has done so far. He's got 10 points, and 1 steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Good on the second free throw. Here's the monster. 12 points for him. Pass to Doc. Outside, George. Gobert, the screen. 4 on the clock. Here's the monster. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Atlanta again, missing.
Jeff T, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, roll by, and get right to the rim.
The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Cephalosha. Puts up the baby hook. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Here's the monster. Teague covering. Kicks it to George. Drains the three-pointer. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Outside Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Over to the left wing. And Horford wide open. He shoots. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight. Utah calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Utah making a change here. Goods checked in. Here's the monster. He's got 14. From 17 feet out, Scott pulls it in.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Clement. Knocked loose. Gobert with the block. Here's the monster. Passes it to Silk. Another miss by Utah. Teague left side. No good. That would have tied. Utah has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's the monster. Teague covering. The offensive rebound. Silk passes to George. Here's Hood. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Hood's got his third basket of the night right there. The Hawks trail by 5. It is now to Scott. And it's sent back by George. Here's the monster. Teague covering. Here's the monster. No good on the triple. The Hawks shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Cephalosha kicks to Scott. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Thabo Cephalosha, good for 3. Cephalosha's got 8 here in the quarter. Utah has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Scott against George. Nice D from Scott.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Teague dishes to Scott. Outside Teague. There's the pick, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And this gives us a chance to check out some league leaders, the top passing big men since we've entered the season's second half. Second is Al Horford.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Man, it's so much fun to watch a big guy handling and orchestrating things from the lane. I mean, it causes so many problems when you've got a guy who can score down there, who also has vision and an excellent basketball IQ.
And that one's good. 16 points for the Monster.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
The Hawks trail by 4. Teague, the pass to Speedy. Three-pointer. Utah with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the Monster by Cephalosha. Gobert the screen. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert the pass to the Monster. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the game for the Monster, he's got 16 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Lyles checked in for Utah. Shelvin Mack comes in for Thunder. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap is checked in for Scott. Korver comes in for Cephalosha. Hardaway's checked in for Speedy. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Here's Schroeder. Cannot hit. And Utah the other way now.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
There's the double team with Korver. Here's Silk. And he banks into lane. Silk's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that. And guys, Shelvin Mack, strong, good jump shot. More importantly, knows his role. Hasn't started that many games in his career, but maximizes his minutes when he's on the floor.
Getting back to Shelvin Mack, he plays smart, values the basketball park, doesn't have tremendous vision, but stays composed and makes the solid play.
Yeah, very reliable rotational player for you as a combo guard. Pulls his way around the court. He can knock opponents off balance with that size, and he's a good shot maker, too.
Here's Silk, 11 points in the game. Here's the Monster. Makes it off the glass. The Monster's got 20 points.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Now here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Feeds it to Horford. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 8 points for Al Horford.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Monster passes to Lyles. No good. Good work defensively by Horford.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Now here's Schroeder. Millsap has the open look. Rebound, Utah. Silk's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's the Monster, guarded by Horford. Hood kicks to Mack. Buries it from three-point range. Mack's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Pick by Horford. Beyond the arc. Moves back out. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half. But since the break, he's been on target.
Doc, he's checked in for Utah.
Story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Here's Matt, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Isles passes to Matt. There's a screen. And the pass to Lyles. Plenty of space. And Horford pulls it down.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Millsap. He feeds it to Schroeder. He kicks it to Horford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Schroeder up top. Can't hit from the elbow. Utah leading by 5. Now the feed to Hood. Pass to Silk. Shot from 12. Here's Lyles, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
Yeah, this one pretty clear cut. I don't think there's much question about it. He didn't get it off in time. I'm sure the officials are going to agree with that.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Utah leading by 5. Shelvin Mack is out there with Doc. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Silk. That's the group right now for Utah. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Horford.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First free throw is good.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
To the paint. Millsap kicks to Corbin. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Here's Matt. Pass to Lyles. Here is Doc. Here's Silk. Guarded by Corbin. 5 on the clock. Here's Silk. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. That's now 8 points for Doc.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Horford dishes to Corbin. Picked by Horford. Here's Cephalosha. Here's Millsap, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Mack the pass to Silk. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Check out the game for Silk. He has 9 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
At the line for 2. First free throw is good. George is checked in for Utah. The Monster comes in for Mack. Speedy's checked in for the Hawks. Teague comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And so he makes both from the line.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Millsap.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Monster passes to George. From the low block. And a foul on the shot. Will go to the strike for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up. At the line, George. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Speedy. Millsap kicks to Cephalosha. And there's the pass to Speedy. They set the pick. It's deflected, and they get it back. Teague can't hit.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game. Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lets it go from deep, and it's good.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Utah leading by 5. Here's the Monster. Dishes it to Gobert. Pass to Doc. Nice ball movement by Utah. Off the screen. But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Gobert, the pass to the Monster. Here's Silk by Cephalosha. Al Horford with the rebound.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets your rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards and steals pretty much every season.
The Monster passes to George. There's the bucket. Good. George has got 21 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
Atlanta calls timeout. We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under them, guys.
Utah leading by 3. Here is Doc. Right side, George. Passes it to Doc. From downtown, Atlanta with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Kept alive, got a piece of it. Here's Speedy. Outside Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. And Millsap, here we go, in for his 7th make in 13 tries.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's the monster. The pass to Silk. Here's the monster. The 3. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 6th rebound on the night.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Clement. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. The monster passes to Silk. Kicks to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. With the clock winding down. And he can't jam it through. For Atlanta, they've gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%. 7-14. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. On defense, Utah. They lead by 1. Horford kicks the tee. To take the lead. Back to Horford. That gives them the lead.
They're amped up now, Kevin. After trailing for so long, they finally pulled ahead.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too. Looking at the game Horford's been having, he's got 13 rebounds, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Pass to Speedy. Back to Teague. To the inside. Millsap. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here is Doc. There's the pick. Lock at 6. Here's George. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Good checked in for Doc. And George drops them both. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Teague. It's hauled in by George.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And he puts it to go. 18 points for Silk. Time running low, guys, and somebody's got to win the Boswell.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And that one's good.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's the monster to the right side. From deep. And it's George missing. The Hawks leading. Inside. Tipped away. Here's Silk. Pass it to the monster. From deep. Good. The monster's got 14 points now in the second half.
They stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Looks off a screen. Cephalosha passes to Speedy. Pocket 6. And that one's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
This has just been back and forth all game.
Boy, it's been fun to watch. Both teams trading shots and trading leads. Boy, it's been tight, neck and neck down the stretch.
No good.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's the monster. Teague covering. Stolen away. Now here comes Teague. Leading the break. The shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
At the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
He's got ice water in his veins, though. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebound, Utah. Hood's got his third rebound tonight. Here's the monster by Cephalosha. The monster passes to Gobert. Here's the dish to Hood. Feeds it to George. No good off the front iron. The Hawks trail by 3. All going up court. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You really have to like the work they put in at the free throw line here in the half. I mean, they've been really aggressive and drawing foul, and then they've been able to knock down their free throws.
Utah calls timeout. They're up by 1. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's the monster. Teague covering. Here's Silk. Another miss by Utah. The Hawks trailing. Outside Teague. The pass to Speedy. Back to Teague. The shot from the low post is good. Teague's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, just 2 of 8 here in the fourth quarter from the field, just struggling with the game in the balance.
Here's the monster. George with a screen on Teague. Goes up with a double team. George.
Shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 1. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Here's the monster. Pulls it from the elbow. Nails it.
That bucket was absolutely huge. The defensive stop can seal the deal.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 1. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. And they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off. There's still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
Doc is checked in for Rodney Hood. Shot from 16. Horford no up. And now the foul is stop the clock.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? You know, if he misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making it.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Baseline J on the way. Oh, target. An intentional foul there. This down the point. And so it's Utah's on 5 with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finishes, but they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now.